This year has been an absolute catastrophe. Things happened that I never even considered possible. So let's start out with the most egregious offender this year, which was Pixar, of all categories. The Pixar rankings this year were done by my friend Subway Sam. Starting from the top, we have number 1, Up, then Toy Story 2, Toy Story, The Incredibles, which was the film that I am rooting for, Ratatouille, Monsters Inc., Toy Story 3, Finding Nemo, WALL-E, Cars, Luca, Monsters University, Toy Story 4 showing up in the tournament for the very first time, Coco, Inside Out, and A Bug's Life. But for the 16th slot in every category, we require a play-in round. I do this to incorporate as many new movies that came out this year into the tournament. So A Bug's Life had to face off against Inside Out 2 to make it into the tournament, and wouldn't you know it, Inside Out 2 won, so it wins the 16th slot and will be facing Up in the first round. Before I begin, I would like to thank Subway Sam for lining up all of these wonderful films for the absolute slaughter, because for the first time in March Movie Madness history, a 16th seed beat the number 1 seed, and Inside Out 2 is advancing. Finding Nemo beat WALL-E, and Ratatouille beat Monsters University. Both outcomes I agree with. Then, the film I wanted to win the Pixar bracket lost to Toy Story 4. How could this happen? I don't know, you are the ones who voted, and it wasn't even close. Monsters Inc. beat Luca, and Toy Story beat Coco. Then another upset, Cars beat Toy Story 3. Then an even bigger upset, Inside Out beat Toy Story 2. The number 1 and 2 seeds are out in the very first round, and now Toy Story is favored to win at the number 3 slot. But oh no, round 2 happened. And look at this. Inside Out 2 won again. I'm not very happy about that, but hey, Ratatouille won as well, so now it's a movie I'm rooting for the Pixar bracket. But what would you look at this? Monsters Inc. eliminated Toy Story, and then Cars beat Inside Out. Now Ratatouille is favored to win the bracket at a number 5 seed, which is okay since that is the film I'm rooting for now to win the Pixar bracket. Wait, what'd you say? What happened? You all are seeing this. Inside Out 2 won again. What is going on? Monsters Inc. beat Cars, and now a 16th seed is going to be facing off against the number 6 seed for the Pixar bracket. And you know what's coming. A hype train that can't be stopped. Inside Out 2 is the winner of the Pixar bracket. The first year in the tournament and the lowest ranked film on the Pixar bracket, and it will be going up against Disney's winner. So let's check them out. The Disney films were ranked by my wife, and they are The Lion King at number 1, then Sleeping Beauty, The Emperor's New Groove, Hercules, Aladdin, Tangled, and a surprising appearance with The Lion King 1.5, Wreck-It Ralph, Lilo and Stitch, Mulan, Robin Hood, Moana, Frozen, Home on the Range. For the first time in the tournament, we have Atlantis, The Lost Empire, then lastly, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. But somehow, some way, The Hunchback lost in the play-in round to Moana 2. Yes, I am upset, but not nearly as upset as I am for the human beings who saw and voted for the garbage pile that was Mufasa. Now, not to worry though, Moana 2 won't be sticking around. The Lion King promptly killed it, and Wreck-It Ralph won its match, Aladdin beat Moana, Hercules beat Frozen, Tangled beat Robin Hood, then The Emperor's New Groove won its match. And somehow, freaking Atlantis managed to beat Sleeping Beauty, and managed to be the only upset in the first round for Disney. In the second round, The Lion King won again, and I know it's just a crazy concept, the number 1 ranked film doing so well. Aladdin upset Hercules, The Emperor's New Groove beat Tangled, then The Lion King 1.5 beat out Atlantis. In round 3, The Lion King won again, knocking out Aladdin, which is the film I would have thought had the best chance of beating The Lion King. Then The Emperor's New Groove easily advanced, and I know a lot of people were rooting for it to win the Disney bracket, but The Lion King really is king for Disney, and it will be facing flim-flamming Inside Out 2 to see who will be advancing to the finale. DreamWorks was ranked by my friend Agent M, my co-host on the Save the Script podcast. The rankings for DreamWorks are number 1, The Prince of Egypt, my overall pick for the whole tournament. Number 2 is Shrek 2, then Shrek, How to Train Your Dragon, Kung Fu Panda 2, then Kung Fu Panda, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, Megamind: The Road to El Dorado, Wallace and Gromit: The Curse of the Were-Rabbit, Madagascar 2, How to Train Your Dragon 2, Madagascar, Shrek Forever After, Rise of the Guardians, and Spirit was his 16th film. But it lost pretty badly to The Wild Robot, which has been hyped like crazy as the best animated film of the year, which it's not. But it won't beat The Prince of Egypt, will it? No, it will not. Praise the Lord, The Prince of Egypt is safe for now. Megamind beat The Road to El Dorado, Kung Fu Panda 2 beat How to Train Your Dragon 2, the first How to Train Your Dragon beat out Madagascar, Shrek beat Shrek Forever After, The Last Wish beat Curse of the Were-Rabbit, and lastly, Shrek 2 beat Rise of the Guardians. And DreamWorks ends round 1 without a single upset. A far cry from Pixar's Bloodbath. In round 2, we saw The Prince of Egypt knock out Megamind, Kung Fu Panda 2 upset How to Train Your Dragon, then Kung Fu Panda upset Shrek. Then The Last Wish beat Shrek 2, and just like that, we still have 2 Kung Fu Pandas in, and all the How to Train Your Dragons and Shreks are gone. I was not ready for Kung Fu Panda 2 to beat The Prince of Egypt. I was preparing myself for either the first Kung Fu Panda film or The Last Wish to beat it, but it didn't even make it that far. Then The Last Wish beat Kung Fu Panda. And then, when it was all said and done, Kung Fu Panda 2 won the DreamWorks bracket. I definitely didn't see this one coming. Not a bad film at all. It wasn't even considered in my mind as a possibility though. But here we are. And now it will be facing off against one of the Spider-Verse movies. I mean, whatever film wins the everything else category. Let's go down to the everything else category. All of these films in the everything else bracket was ranked by your favorite YouTuber. And they are, number 1, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and number 2, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, the winner of last year's tournament. Then we have Arthur Christmas, The Lego Movie, Rango, Jonah, Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island, Anastasia, The Boy and the Heron, Justice League: The New Frontier, Transformers 1, Superman Red Sun, Kubo and the Two Strings, Song of the Sea, Justice League: Dark Apocalypse War. Then for the 16th slot, I didn't even pick a movie. I wanted to give as many new films a chance as possible. So I put Wallace and Gromit: Vengeance Most Foul, the Garfield movie, World of Rohirrim, and Piece by Piece up against each other, and Vengeance Most Foul won. So it will take the 16th slot. But we all know none of that matters. Not a single film matters in this bracket except for one of the 2 Spider-Verse films, because one of them is going to win this bracket every year. Big shocker, Into the Spider-Verse beat Vengeance Most Foul, Anastasia beat The Boy and the Heron, Rango then beat Red Sun, The Lego Movie knocked out Kubo and the Two Strings, Jonah beat Transformers 1, Arthur Christmas beat Song of the Sea, Zombie Island won against The New Frontier, and surprising absolutely no one, Across the Spider-Verse beat Dark Apocalypse War. Not a single upset for the first round again. Let's keep going before you all get crazy ideas like one of these Spider-Verse films is going to lose to one of these other films. Round 2, Into the Spider-Verse knocked out Anastasia, Rango upset The Lego Movie, Jonah upset Arthur Christmas, Zombie Island did not upset Across the Spider-Verse. Round 3 saw, yet again, more victories for the Spider-Verse movies, and you all want to know which one won out over the other. Across the Spider-Verse won the whole tournament last year, and a lot of people were rooting for both films. This year, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse won the Everything Else bracket, and it will be going up against Kung Fu Panda 2 to see which film will be advancing to the finale. Let's shift back to Pixar's winner, a 16th seed, which was Inside Out 2, which will be facing off against the number 1 seed for Disney, The Lion King. I need everyone to just take a breath and realize how insane this matchup is. On the one side, you have a film that belongs to. It's been known as one of the best animated films for decades. It has promptly defeated every opponent thus far in the tournament, and it is facing a film that wasn't even ranked as one of the top 16 best Pixar films. It won its way into the tournament, then proceeded to absolutely steamroll every film it faced, every one of which I would say is better than it. Most of them, I would actually say, is way better than it. And how is it going to play out? Well, I let you vote, and you all decided that The Lion King is better. Inside Out 2's hunting spree is over. The Lion King is one of the final 2 films in the March Movie Madness tournament. And now we have DreamWorks representative, a number 5 seed, Kung Fu Panda 2. A great movie that surprised me by beating the movie I wanted to win the whole tournament, The Prince of Egypt. And again, by beating Puss in Boots' The Last Wish. It is by no means a movie to count out of this tournament. But who are we kidding? Let's take a look at Into the Spider-Verse. It's beaten DreamWorks' best movie before. The only film it lost to last year was Across the Spider-Verse, which kinda easily won the whole tournament last year. Once again, it's all up to you. All of you decided, and you voted for... What? Kung Fu Panda 2 is going to the finale? What? I did not see that coming. DreamWorks is heading to the finale for the first time ever. And now that I think about it, so is Disney. Pixar has always beaten Disney, and one of the Spider-Verse movies has always beaten DreamWorks. But this year, both are not the case. But only one movie can win this tournament. This would be the first for both films, and once again, the verdict is up to you, my wonderful subscribers. You all determined which film won March Movie Madness 2025, and you all decided that Kung Fu Panda 2 was the better film. DreamWorks has won March Movie Madness for the first time, and Kung Fu Panda 2 was the film that won it. A film that came out of nowhere and promptly snuck in a huge upset and shocked everyone by beating Into the Spider-Verse, and then did another unthinkable task in taking down The Lion King. If The Lion King won, it wouldn't have been that big of a surprise. But this is crazy. I'm very interested in seeing how well it does next year, and hopefully Inside Out 2 chills the heck out and doesn't kill every Pixar film next year. Subscribe if you want to hear my thoughts on all these old and new animated films. Thank you all so much for voting, and I am so excited to see what happens next year. I'm probably still going to be rooting for The Prince of Egypt. Let me know which films you'll be rooting for next year, and I'm interested in knowing which upset you were least expecting, or which one was the most upsetting to you. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see all of you subscribers later. You all determined which film won March Movie Madness 2025, and you all decided...
It's a what? What is it?